Hello, welcome back to Graceful Embroidery. My name is Hazel Tunbridge, and today I'm going to show you a little bit more about my Epic 3. Now, as you can see, we're sat here at the end of my craft table where I have set up my machine, and I wanted to talk today a little bit about the dimensions because this is a very large machine. And when you install it, wherever you place it, you have to be aware of the area that it's going to take up. Now, today, I'm going to show you this design here. Now, this has been stitched out in the 465 by 260 millimeter wide hoop. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to calibrate the embroidery arm so that you can see it. Right, it is now asking me to put this hoop onto the arm, and I'm going to show you how I do that. And it's possible to do it with one hand. You've got two little nodes here, and those nodes need to be matched up. This goes on here, and all you do is press it down and it clicks. All right, so that is in place. Before I show you anything else, I'm going to show you what happens when you are putting on a hoop with the attachment. This is the hoop attachment, okay? The adapter for your old hoops. And you need to be aware that the machine doesn't know which hoop that you're going to attach to this. Let's get a hoop and show you how it attaches. And right, this is my very dirty 200 by 200 hoop, and as you can see, it's well used, and it's also got binding that I've put around which helps keep everything in place. Right, there is our hoop. And you've got to pretend that this is your old embroidery unit. And the same principle happens as before. This little lever goes down and you press the hoop into place until it's clicked. Then you can take it over to your machine. Let's remove this big design. We're going to look at it a little bit more in a minute because I'm going to show you how it moves around. So here we have an old style hoop with the adapter on, and I find that I have to just apply a tiny bit more pressure when I do this. The first time I used it, I hadn't pushed down sufficiently and it popped out, so that caused all sorts of problems. So we just release that, and obviously to take it off, then you've got to release that little button and slide it off. So when you're using this adapter, just pretend it is your old embroidery unit, and the principle is exactly the same. Right, I'll take that away. I've actually, since I last showed you things, I have this, and I'm keeping all the bits and pieces for my Epic 3 in here, and it sits underneath the front extension area. That's that works quite nicely for me, so probably that's what I'm going to continue doing. Now we're going to put this completed 460 by 460, this big hoop. For the moment, I can't think what it's called. See how easy that is to click it in place. Now, I want to show you the dimensions. If we look over here, you may be able to hear the embroidery unit singing. This, as you can see, has gone to the foremost part of the hoop. And look how much further back it sits. And when we take this and move it to 1450, see how far forward it's come now. So that was what I wanted to show you today. So your machine is wide and it needs a lot of depth to work. The actual machine is the same size as the Epic 2. It's about 24 inches wide. But the footprint of the machine is 46 inches. That's 46 inches from the end of the embroidery unit here all the way over to the side where your USB ports are and your wheel. So that is a large area. But the important thing to remember is that the extension area, I'm just going to show you this with a tape measure because I haven't written this one down. If I measure from the back here to the front, it's 25 inches. And as we discovered, if you have your hoop on, it can go back another 8 inches. So from the bed of your machine, there's the 8 inches. So you need 15 inches or so behind the main area of the machine, and the same at the front, 15 inches from the base of the main part of the machine. So you need a lot of space for this machine. So I've got it on my horn craft table, and my horn craft table measures 40 inches by 60 inches, so it sits nicely on here. And as you can see, I've just got a little bit of enough space on the back here to have a small ironing station behind the machine and a little pressing area with a cutting board underneath here. But obviously I have to be careful of the arm. But it works for me, but it's a tiny bit cramped, as you can see. Today we were looking at this Regal hoop and this lovely design, and it's been made up. Let's put it to the side here so you can see it all in all its glory. I've created two designs. I'm just going to go and get the other one so I can show that to you too. So this I'm going to make into a table runner, and this is the other one. And as you can see, it's what I call a panel designed that can sway round. It's the way it's meant to be, suitable for the side of clothing. So I've made two designs from elements from the Celestial Grace collection, and they will be available to purchase If you don't have the 465 hoop, don't worry, providing your hoop is 260 wide. I've split both these designs in half so that you can stitch them out in 2 hoopings. Thank you for watching today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you found this interesting. And I just wanted to emphasize, because I must admit I was a little bit short, you need space for this machine. And if there's anything I've missed out, then please do ask and I'll respond in the comments. And let me know what you'd like me to show you next as we discover more about this lovely machine. So until next time, thank you for watching. Bye for now.